25. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
No touch that. Tigers one. No touch that.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
No touch that. No touch that.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They'll go again with Gibbs. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages.
63. No touch.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And some space here. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 60 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Texans' 15-yard line.
Gibbs straight ahead. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
No touch that. No touch.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Will Anderson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And his kick is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Trap 60. 7 Pirates. Let's go.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Looking for the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Now we're going to see this offense try to spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Stroud on 3rd down now. That is caught. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pierce. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Toronto in possession of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
63, back. Oh, Silver, ready? Throwing
is Hurts. back at the 8-yard line. Will Anderson, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. First and 10, it's Stroud. To the sideline, and that is a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
First and goal, Houston.
Pierce will take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Touchdown, Houston.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Here's Antonio Gibson taking it about the 1. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As sitting in first place in the division, they've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Hurts. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And got his man, complete. Touchdown. Devontae Smith with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Sentinels have got it back to within a score. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. A little juke, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Throwing now is Stroud. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Ready? Go, check, go, check. Go.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And Gibson decides against bringing it out. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Another run for Gibbs here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 84 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Flushed out right. Oh, he had a man run running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Shedding the tackle. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Hurts trying to hurry up the offense. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Texans are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Three.
This one left side caught by Collins. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
First down, Texans.
Panther 11. Cut 19.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. And he'll get this one to Cooper, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Quick throw to Collins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain.
So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. Pierce now up the middle. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Again, it's Pierce. And this time he is in for a Houston touchdown.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
10 at the 49-yard line.
Don't touch that. Now let Danny.
In motion comes the tight end left.
Hey, Silver. Don't touch.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. And it's caught. Touchdown. Devontae Smith. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Sentinels are able to cut into that deficit. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Point after here coming up. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And they're able to return this all the way up to the 45.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This pass is caught by London. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who... He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Let's go.
Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
19 Tigers.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. Once more, it's Pierce. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Come on, hit!
Now they send a running back in motion right. They'll run for it with Pierce. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. And that is what you call lowering the boom down near the goal line. He was going to force his way in no matter what.
They always talk about low man wins when it comes to the offensive line, having the leverage to move the defenders. It's strong man wins when it comes to tackling in the red zone. And if you happen to be the low man and the strong man, that's a huge win.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is Gibson. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
73.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Terry McLaurin. 69 yards. And the Texans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
41. Sentinels 17. Greg Zerline is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. A pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. And quickly they get to the line. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. On first down, Hurts. And that's caught inside the 30. And they rattle off a big one. And even 60 yards.
That's good. 4-8.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Gibbs fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And it's caught. Touchdown. Devontae Smith. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Sentinels are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Hurts will throw. Eluding the pressure right. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Kick is recovered by the Texans.
Ready up. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Warriors, 70. 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks. Hustle, hustle, hustle.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Stroud now on 1st and 10. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Texans extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. Zerline good with a PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Sentinels 23. Greg Zerline set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
These guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Now Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Play action. Here's Stroud. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Zerline now for the PAT. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
On the return, they'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Great, set. Hey, 73. No touch.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, here's Gibbs. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Tiger Hornet. Crowd left, get it. Crowd left, don't touch.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans take over an excellent field position.
60 Bobcats. 19 Lions. Nineteen tight.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass. Exactly.
And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Ready, set.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now they'll pitch it to Pierce. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
They run the option on second down. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. So here's a 3rd and 14.
Hey, easy, 63, bad.
Hurts. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack. So Houston going to come away here with the victory.